Hello, art bosses. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited that you're here today. I'm actually here in Cincinnati, Ohio, hanging out with my parents this week. So, lots going on in the background. We're going to still do the Art Boss report because it is super important. Oh, and it's thundering here today. It's raining and thundering. It's super important to make sure that we have a selling machine that is well oiled, refined, so that is actually closing the online and offline sales we need to be living the artist life. Don't you wish it was as simple as just setting up a super sexy, high end, beautiful artist website and posting it everywhere in social media and your artwork would just fly off the shelf? Well, if you're here, you know that it isn't quite as simple as just having a super sexy website and having like just posting all day long everywhere in social media. You already kind of know that. So we're going to be digging in. And oh my goodness, we're going to be talking about the Art Boss Challenge, which is happening and it's starting next week because I want you to see how to build one of those beautiful pieces of machinery that we talked about. We can really set up our art businesses as assets. I like to kind of talk about it as a vehicle, as really we have the choice to have a Pinto. Do you want to tell a little story about a Pinto? Or we can be in a limousine where someone else is showing us how to drive to that mecca, that journey, and really move through how to sell online. We could even enter into a private jet, right? So when we set up our art businesses and really start evaluating what we're doing inside of our business, when we start looking at our art businesses as assets and vehicles that actually get us to where we want to go, that's where the power really starts to happen. So go ahead and grab a beverage of choice. For a lot of you, it's probably lunchtime. Grab a beverage of choice, grab a snack, grab a pen and pencil because we're going to jump on in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy training day. Hold on. Let me go close the window real quick. Okay, so you got to see. I knew my mom would come in to close that window. So let's just go ahead and do this. So today I'm here in Cincinnati hanging out with my parents. We're going to be doing that Art Boss report. And I want us to start thinking about our businesses as machines having the power to actually deliver six-figure income streams. I mean, it's super crazy to think that really we just need to be setting up a system that allows for us to do that. And we're going to talk today about cars. My name is Rena Uha, and I'm going to claim right now I'm not a car expert. Okay, I'm one of those people who are in cars with their husbands who are like, "Did you see that car?" And I'm like, I don't notice the difference between really one high-end car from the other. All I know is if it gets me there super fast, I love it, right? So let's start talking about and looking at our art businesses as vehicles to get us to where we want to. And really, that's exactly what we can do. We can purchase or use, or we can use public transportation. We can use paid transportation. We can use whatever kind of transportation we want in our lives. Here's Okay, so earlier in the day, I'm going to just tell you right now, this week is kind of crazy in the middle of the move. But today I was walking the dog and it was by the highway. Just, we're doing a lot of VRBOs and I'm by the highway. And I started noticing all the different kinds of cars that were on the highway, right? Some were super beautiful, some were super sleek, but they all got people to where they wanted to go. And the people who were riding in those cars made choices of what kind of car they wanted to be in. So we have a choice to set up our art businesses in a way that lets us get what we want. Okay. So I'm gonna not going to be great at giving the analogy of a car and the metaphor of a car because honestly, right away, for those of you who are like car experts, forgive me that I did do a little research before I jumped onto this training. So Cars in general have 4 components that put it like that are the 4 key components of a car. So the chassis, the engine, the transmission, and the body, right? So we can actually start looking at our art businesses and making sure that we have all of those components and we're creating an online selling machine that has all the components that we need. Okay. So we need to make sure that our online selling system has everything it needs to number one, look good. Number, right, the body look good. Number two, get us from point A to point B, which is really a lot of that steering and the braking system. Okay. And then also we need to have an engine behind our whole entire system so that we're going in a direction, and then that steering system allows for us to actually go in the correct system. Okay. So we're going to really, our cars is a really great metaphor because our businesses, we can build them like cars. We can have the systems that allow for us to collect our ideal clients. Okay. Because our clients are actually our gas. We can have the system that allows for us to give our leads everything they need to say yes, right? That is the machine that's running behind our business. And then we can also be sitting inside of a container and inside of like it's the body of our business. We need to make sure it's set up so that it looks correct, so that it's running correctly. Because when we put it all together, now we have a vehicle that allows for us to get to where we want. So earlier I'm gonna share this quick story. Oh my goodness, back in college, my best friend, I absolutely loved hanging out with Tina, and Tina and I mean, like, we just, our cars got us to where we wanted to be. And we were actually kind of known for our cars because our cars were like, even the people who were hanging out with our cars they were not that great of cars, basically. Tina had a Pinto and I had a Renault. Okay. So, and if you know those cars at all, they weren't the sexy cars. They weren't the high end sexy cars. They still got us to where we wanted to go. But the reality was, where like it didn't get us as quickly or as safely as it should have. Right. So Tina's Pinto. If you don't know about Pintos, I'm sure most of you here do. The engine was in the back of the car, and it was great. I mean, it was this little white old Pinto, and it got us everywhere we wanted to go. We loved it. People knew when we were where we were hanging out because they would see our cars. But here's the reality: one night, her muffler wasn't working, so it was starting to fall off. And as we were driving, it was creating all kinds of sparks. Okay, so we got pulled over, obviously, because we were the sparks, but the policeman wouldn't let us drive the car home because he's like, this is a Pinto and your engine is in the back. That means this is not at all safe. So we want you to be building a safe vehicle that's actually going to get you to where you want to go. So we're running the Art Boss Challenge. I know I said it earlier in today that we're going to be next week showing you how to build your vehicle, how to set up your vehicle in a way that allows for you to here we go. Allows you to set up your business in a way that allows for you to put all the components into your art business so that you have a well refined, well oiled piece of machinery that actually takes you to where you want to go. So, we're going to be running that Art Boss Challenge. I know right now that some of you are already in the Art Boss Challenge. You're like, I'm already here. Okay. Yes, I'm so excited because we are running the Art Boss report this week inside of the challenge group and inside of the Art Boss formula groups. If you're in the Art Boss formula and you happen to be watching this and you're like, I don't think I'm signed up for the Art Boss challenge yet. I want to know how to build a vehicle that gets me to where I want to go. I've included the link to join the challenge right here in the description. So you're going to be able to just go ahead and sign up for that. If you're already in the challenge, we're so excited because there's tons of stuff already happening. Even though the training doesn't start till next Wednesday, it's 12 p.m. Central Time. We'll be running 3 days free Art Boss Challenge. We're going to show you the system that closes 6 figures and more in artwork by leveraging the power of the online market and social media. And so we're going to be talking about that for 3 days. We're going to show you the whole entire system. And then we're going to also show you how to set up the components in your business so that you can 10x your art sales this year. Guys, there's plenty of time to still make six figures in 2023. I know it's April. We still have plenty of time. We're also going to be having Maximize Monday. So that Maximize Monday is this Monday coming, April 10th. Okay. Shauna St. James is going to be running the Maximize Monday event so that you know how to navigate the Facebook group. You know what you need to be doing. So you download that free workbook that we have coming your way, that you know how to use our Facebook group, our Artie, connect with Artie, the art bot, how to use all of our assets and resources that we've built here so that you can get results. It's a 3-day challenge. We want you to walk away at the end of the 3-day challenge knowing what you need to do in order to close six figures in artwork and beyond. Okay. That's what we want for you. Okay. So we're so excited to be able to do that with you guys. That starts on April 12th through April 14th. I'm only going to say it once here. Yes, everything's available in replay. So if you're friends from across the pond, if you're in New Zealand, if I've watched Singapore, Hong Kong, lots of artists are joining in from around the world. We know you're sleeping at 12 p.m. Central Time. So no worries. You can watch everything in replay. So excited to be able to do that with you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you're like, yeah, me, just say me. I want to get to that Art Boss Challenge, say me, and we'll connect with you in Messenger and we'll get you everything you need so that you can uncover your next steps for setting up an online, consistent monthly income stream that is your, like, it's a selling machine. It's that vehicle that's going to get you to where you want to go. Right. So we're so excited. We'll talk to you guys soon. You have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys next week. Wednesday will be the challenge, the very first day of that Art Boss Challenge. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.